Hello dear students. In my previous video, I have explained to you the meaning of the graphical presentation of data and about the guidelines for the construction of graph. In the types of graph, I have already explained frequency distribution graph meaning, what is the frequency distribution graph, and I have given you the names of the types of frequency distribution graph. Now in my further videos, I would be explaining the different types of frequency distribution graph. So today I am taking line frequency graph. First I would like to repeat what are the frequency distribution graphs. Frequency distribution graphs are those graphs in which the data is, you can say, presented in the form of class intervals. Frequencies are distributed in the form of class intervals, and the frequencies are plotted on y-axis, and class intervals or class limits are plotted on x-axis. So in all the frequency diagrams, frequencies are always plotted on y-axis. So you have to keep in mind this thing. Okay. Now first type of frequency distribution graph is line frequency distribution, right? Line frequency graph. So let's come to the line frequency graph. What is the meaning of the line frequency graph? Here, when we talk about frequency distribution graph, we always think about the range. That means class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. But only this one is line frequency graph is only a graph type of the frequency graph in which we use the discrete series. When we are having the frequencies along with the discrete series, like marks, when exact marks are given 10, 20, 30, 40, and the frequencies like number of students are given, 5 students scored 10, 2 students scored 20, and 10 students scored 30, 2 students scored 40, like this. If the data is given in exact form means if marks are not given in the range 0 to 10, when the data is given in exact form, that is called the discrete series, which you have earlier also studied in my previous videos in organization chapter, right? So here only the line frequency graph is that which we use to present the frequencies along with the discrete series on the graph paper. In these graphs, values or items are taken on x-axis. Always remember, frequencies are always given on the y-axis, and the items or the class intervals, frequency distribution graph, class intervals are always given on the x-axis. Here in line frequency graph, there are not the class intervals, there are the exact values. So the exact values or items are taken on the x-axis, but frequencies are always plotted on the y-axis. You have to take care of it. Next, frequencies are plotted in the form of vertical straight lines. Vertical straight lines means here we are talking about line frequency. That means here we will make only a line we'll make vertically, plot it on a graph paper, right? So suppose we have taken this question in front of us. I'll explain you how to plot it in a graph. Suppose this is the example. Present the following information with the help of line frequency graph. Now it is given to us line frequency graph, right? So marks are given 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That means these are not the class intervals. These are the exact limits, but it is given with the frequencies. So this is a discrete series. Now to plot discrete series, we need line frequency graph. So number of students are given to us 5, 15, 20, 10, 25, 15. Now how to plot it on the graph. So let us take a graph paper. This you have to make, that the graphical presentation you always have to make on a graph paper. You have to buy a graph paper and you have to fix it on your registers along with the questions, right? So that you don't have a separate notebook for it. So as I have already explained it to you, that frequencies are plotted on the y-axis. So on the y-axis we will take number of students, and the items or values are taken on the x-axis, marks. 0. Scale we need, we can see that on number of students scale we can take it from 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right? And marks are directly given to us 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Right? Now what you have to do? You have to just see 10 marks are scored by 5 students. Now how to plot the line frequency graph? How you will plot the frequencies here? You'll see at 10, that means 10 marks are scored by 5 students. Just put a dot here, make a circle and join this dot with the 10. This is a straight line, frequency straight line, right? Now 20 marks are scored by 15 students. So 20 marks and 15 students. Plot a dot, make a circle, join this dot with 20. Make a straight line, right? 30 marks are scored by 20 students. Look for the 20 students in front of it. Mark a point on 30, make a circle, join the dot with 30. 40 marks are scored by 10 students. On 40 marks, look at here, 10 means here. So just make a dot, circle, join this 40, right? This is a straight line, right? 50 marks are scored by 25, then make a dot, make a circle, join up to 50, right? Although my lines are not straight because I'm not using scale here, I cannot use scale, but you have to use the scale, okay? 60 marks are scored by 15 students, making a point here on 15, circle and join, right? 70 marks are not given, so our graph is completed here, right? Now what is the need here? We have to give scale here. Scale. Now what will be the scale? On y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to, on y-axis we have taken 5 students. 5 students because frequencies are given on the y-axis. On x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to how many marks? 10 marks, right? 10 marks. So this is the scale which you have to show. Alright? This is the way to make a line frequency graph. In my next video, I'll be continuing with other types of frequency distribution graph like histogram, frequency polygon. So this is the line frequency graph. I hope you understand it. Please try to make it and try to understand it. जो भी query हो, किसी भी प्रकार की query हो, please do ask. All right. Thank you. God bless you all.